Here I am with Spencer. I'm just going to make a short video about an oil leak that I've been trying to chase down and fix. Initially, I thought it was the oil cooler, just down in the valley. So I took the whole top middle of the engine cover off and took the fuel filter out and looked down in there. It was all dry. Previously, I thought this leak was just power steering leak. Next to the power steering is the oil filter canister. And so that's another potential leak. It's hard to see where this is coming from. I'm pretty sure that what's happening is the connection from the oil filter canister to the engine is what is leaking. So I actually got this little gasket kit. It was very inexpensive. It has 2 gaskets where the housing bolts onto the engine, and I'm going to replace them, and hopefully that takes care of this, and we don't have a leaky Spencer anymore. Right here is the oil canister. That's what we have to take off. Right here on the cardboard, and then up here, bottom of the oil pan. It's wet. So, coming from the front of the engine and dripping down, and then as you're driving, it's kind of blowing back underneath. Your basics of what you'll need for this project. T40 torx, that takes off the top of the oil canister. E12 torx socket, that takes off the bottom of the oil canister. A bar with a 17mm 12-point socket, that takes the tension off the belt, so you can take a little bit of the belt off to get to some of the bolts. Alright, took the top off. That just takes a second. This is the power steering. It's got 3 T12 bits, and then this just swing out of the way a little bit. We got more access here to our oil filter canister. I'm just gonna go ahead and do an oil change, do for one. Take off the top part of the oil canister. There's a gasket in the middle. There are 3 of the T40s, and here's the top half. You can see where the gasket sits. Set him there. There's our gasket. That one's not looking too bad. Must be the other one up against the engine. Now we can get easier access. There's 4 more bolts down from this to the engine to take off. Alright, to get this out, you actually have to take the tension off the belt. The belt will keep you from getting that off. So you put a 17 12-point socket on the tensioner right there. Turn it about maybe 1/8 of a turn, and it takes the tension off, and you can slide it off the pulleys. So you're not actually taking a bolt out, you're just taking the tension off with that. So here's what the bottom of the oil canister looks like, where it connects to the engine. Good bit of oil down in there. All 4 of the bolts that go on the oil canister are the same size. We'll get a little oil and coat these. Okay, now I think I'll just bolt it on in 2 halves, like the same way we took it off, because these bolts are pretty tough to get to with this upper piece attached. I'm just finishing up my oil change now. So that little repair with the oil gasket business probably took about 2.5 hours. Better mechanic could do it a lot faster, but basically you're doing everything by feel. So we got the new filter in the canister, that's back on. Putting in some factory spec oil, and we should be good to go. Hopefully no more oil leak.